Lacy, ooh Lacy, skin like puff pastry. I try, but it takes over my life. I see you everywhere. Yeah, I despise my rotten mind and how much it worships you. Okay, so starting off, your capo is going to be on the 3rd fret, and there are 6 chords needed for this entire song. The first one being C, then A minor, F, then we have D minor, and then E minor, and then F minor. Okay, and in this song, there is a picking pattern. It's actually a relatively easy picking pattern, but I'll be teaching that and also the strumming pattern. And then to play along with you guys, I will be using the strumming pattern just so it's a little bit easier to follow along for beginners. But I still will teach the picking just in case you want to use that. Or I think it's really fun if you mix up both the strumming and the picking. I think it sounds really cool. So starting off with the picking, we'll start with C. So you're going to be using strings 5 through 2. And what's gonna happen is you're literally just descending from string to string. And so you're gonna start with 5, 4, 3, lift up on 2, and you repeat that one more time. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Now in this song, it's a little bit more muted, kind of like a palm mute, and it also goes quite fast. And so I found kind of an easier way to use the picking pattern because going like this doesn't really fit how it sounds in the song. It's more like a descending sound where I take my thumb, this is the easiest way to play it, and I go down to string 3, so 5, 4, 3, lift up on 2 and do that again. So in total, it would sound like this. And that's how it sounds more in the song. It's a little bit harder if you go slower because it won't match the tempo of the song. So I find it easiest if I descend with my thumb and then lift up on string 2. And that tends to help. And then you repeat that 2 times. So one more time, it would sound like this. Okay, and then you go to A minor. For A minor, it's the exact same thing. And then you go to F, same thing, strings 5 through 2. And then you go back to C. And then for D minor, you're going to be using strings 4 through 1. So it would sound like this. The exact same thing. I go down with my thumb, strings 4 through 2, and then lift up on 1. And then for E minor, you do strings 5 through 2, just like A minor, C, and F. And then for F major, you're going to go same thing. So anyways, that is the picking pattern you can do. It is relatively simple as long as you're able to descend your thumb and lift up. So anyways, I like to do that in the intro part and then I start strumming with the verse and the choruses, but it's totally up to you how to play it. They both sound amazing. If you want to sound like identical to the studio version that Olivia plays, I would do the picking, but even the strumming sounds really good as well. Okay, now for the strumming, for C, it's gonna go down, up, and then you're gonna go to A minor, and you're gonna go down, up, down, and then you go to F, and it's like C, so you go down, up, and then you go back to C because C is played like 2 measures, and then you go down, up, down. Now all together, it would sound like this. Because Olivia starts on C and also ends with C, that's why there's like 2 measures at the end with C, because you're technically going into C again. You're beginning with C. If that makes sense, hopefully it does. Okay, so starting with the intro, she plays C for 2 measures. So it would sound like this. And something you can do, you can palm mute. And how you palm mute is you take the side of your palm and you put it at the base of the guitar where the strings are, not over or not too far up because then you won't hear any sound, but right there, right where the strings end. and you just strum with your fingers, obviously, and you just kind of mute the end of it so it kind of sounds a little bit quieter, and it would sound like this. Okay, so let's jump right into verse 1. We have C, A minor, F, C again, A minor, F, C, A minor, F, C, A minor, F, C. So we start on C and we also end on C. So it would sound like this. Lacy, oh Lacy, skin like puff pastry, aren't you the sweetest thing in this side of hell? Lacy, oh Lacy, eyes white as daisies, did I ever tell you that I'm not doing well? Okay, and then for the chorus, the chord progression, it does change. We use a lot of our minor chords, so we have D minor, A minor, E minor, and then we also use our F minor in this chorus as well, along with just a regular F. So the chord progression goes D minor, A minor, E minor, and you play that a total of 4 times. At the end of the 4th, it does change a little bit, but I'll show you guys at the end. It would sound like this. Oh, I care, like perfume that you wear, I linger all the time, watching hidden in plain sight. Oh, I try, but it takes over my life, I see you everywhere, the sweetest torture. And then that's when we go into 2 new chords, F and then F minor. And so from A minor it goes, the sweetest torture, F1, good. And then when you hit bear, you go to F minor. And then you go back into verse 2. Okay, and for verse 2, it is the exact same thing as verse 1. Chord progression is the exact same, all of that. I'll play a little bit just to show you what it should sound like. Smart, sexy, Lacy, I'm losing it lately. I feel your compliments like bullets on skin. Okay, and then you jump right back into chorus 2, which is the exact same thing as chorus 1. This song does have a few different chord progressions, but they are the same with the verse, same with the chorus, etc. So it's pretty easy to memorize. Again, just the last part of the chorus, you switch to F and F minor. Ooh, I try to rationalize people are people, but it's like you're made of angel dust. And then she goes into this interlude where she plays C, A minor, F, and then back to C, just like the verse chord progression, 4 times. And she kind of does these like ahs like throughout the interlude, and you can do that as well, but obviously it's just kind of interludes you can play and sing, or just simply play it. Okay, then we have the outro, and the outro is just like a 3rd verse. So same thing. However, Olivia goes a little bit more quieter when she sings. So anyways, again, it's C, A minor, F, back to C. So same chord progression. So I'll show you what the outro would sound like as a whole. And then on the last C played in the outro, I single strum it because that's what it does in the recording. Lacy, oh Lacy, it's like you're out to get me. You poison every little thing that I do. Lacy, oh Lacy, I just loathe you lately. I despise my jealous eyes and how hard they fell for you. Yeah, I despise my rotten mind and how much it worships you. So anyways, that is how you play Lacy by Olivia Rodrigo. Again, you can have the picking as well if you'd like to intermix, or you can do the strumming or just the picking, whatever. The song is pretty simple. It's so beautiful, like I said. So anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time.